All right, so one of the most amazing tools we've got is Descript. And unfortunately, I usually record all my content right within Script, but I need to show you how to use Descript today. So we are going to have to not use, I'm recording this on something else. So we're going to delete that because we can't use it right now. But I'm going to show you how to mix your music and your intro or your outro. So for many of you, you can send this off. So we talked about the scripting for your intro and your outro, picking the music, and now we need to have somebody, you can either send it off to Fiverr, have somebody record it. We showed you, how to do that within Fiverr. Or if you recorded it yourself, you got the music, and now you just need to put these two things together. I'm going to show you how to do that in Descript. Okay, so what we're going to do in here is we are in Descript, we are in a project. So the first thing I'm going to put up is my music. So let me go in here. We're just going to pick this song in here, and we're just going to drop that song right in there. Okay, we got one, and we're going to pull this up. So I'm pulling up my timeline. Excuse me, I'm showing my timeline, and then I'm pulling it up. Oops. Hold on. Okay. So now I've got just his reading of the outro that I'm going to pull up in here. Okay. So let me see if, oh, there we go. Okay. So what we've got here is this, and hopefully you guys can hear this.
Thanks for listening. I hope you have greater hope or assurance.
Okay. So that actually sounds really decent. What we want to do is we want to make sure the audio on this file is lower. So I'm going to actually make this a -9. Just reduce it a tiny bit because I don't want it coming over too much.
Thanks for listening. I hope you have greater hope, assurance, and confidence in your life.
See, now that I'm not going to mess with much. Now I may increase this just by a tiny bit just to go over so it doesn't get drowned out by that. Let me see how that sounds.
Thanks for listening. I hope you have greater hope, assurance, and confidence in your life and a deeper trust in the God of the Bible and his son, Jesus Christ. Until next time.
Okay. So, and then what we're going to want to do is I want to cut this so we can have, and what I like to do personally is I like to have a little extra. I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to delete that. Most of the time I can do a fade. I'm going to do fade. Duration. We want to do like let's do a 5-second fade. So do you see this? What it's doing here is it's giving me, it's going to fade out. And get quieter. So it's going to go over. We're going to give us some time to go from, in this case, the outro. If this were the intro, we want to give us time to fade it out and come in to the next thing. So we can fade out, we can fade in, we can fade out, but that fade brings it down a little bit. And then we can always move this over too. So I've got this tool, the selection. I can move this to give it up. So a lot of times what I like to do is if there's music and it kind of gives into a crescendo or like where the music changes, that's where I usually like to put the word. So it just kind of gives it a good but you can play with this. And this is, and all you're going to do is once it gets this done, we're going to export this into, I like to use WAV files so it's not compressed. We're going to export that into a WAV file and you've got a mixed intro or an outro. It seriously is that easy. So as always, if you all have questions, please ask, but this is how easy it is to put these two things together and give yourself a final product that you can put on every single intro and outro. All right, we'll see you on the next one.